Hello, Facebook.
It's free.
It is a big day in the World News Now makeup room because.
Hi, I'm here.
Well, Kendis is here.
I'm here.
More excitingly, Jeff Timmons is here. All right, let's flip the camera down. We could give people a better view. Yeah, there we go.
I think the view was much better when it was focused on you.
We'll get everybody in there.
Agree.
So, Jeff Timmons, formerly of 98 Degrees, now of Men on the Strip.
Well, I'm still
you were
in
saying, is it like the
98
Marines?
degrees.
Is it like the Marines, like once always?
Once a degreer, always a degreer, yes, for life.
Which means we have a very exciting show ahead of not only singing, but we might even learn a few moves.
That's right. And if you know 98 Degrees, we have a bevy. We have a treasure trove of moves.
Do you want to give a sneak preview, like maybe one or two moves?
This is one of our biggest.
That is.
And here's another one.
Wow. Wow, mind blowing.
Matthew Hickey says, hey.
Hi, Matthew.
What's up, Matthew?
Jeff, were you sober when you got the tattoo?
Yeah, well, listen. Yes, I was,
Okay.
and it was before the group was ever popular or anything like that. I
really?
had no idea it would be like a badge of honor, like it is.
Awesome.
Did the group get named after your tattoo?
No,
Were they like,
tattoo
he's got a
got named.
98 on his arm, so.
No, actually, some girls came up with a name for us.
Really?
Really?
Yes, and we couldn't find a name. We had a bunch of bad names. We had Next Issue, Just Us, a bunch of Verse 4, and the label
Verse
didn't
4.
like any of them. And then some pretty girl like yourself came up and said, "What about 98 Degrees?" We're like,
Sold.
"Yes." That was that's the story behind the name.
Did you have some names that included Ohio in it, or since you're all like, were there like some Buckeye names?
Yeah, like the Buckeye Nation. No, that one might have been a better idea, but the Buckeye 4. I mean, it's got a little bit of a no.
I think you went the right way with 98
with the
degrees.
98
I think
degrees
you found a sweet spot. I actually had a group of friends in college who, after they had a few too many, they would start singing boy band songs, and they eventually decided they should name themselves a boy band as well, and they came up with 89 Degrees.
Oh.
Still hot, just a little bit cooler.
See, tons of slogans.
So you're inspiring
spin-offs,
people everywhere.
everything going on there. But you never joined in. It was just they sang the
of course
songs
not.
and then you
Couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself. Do you miss it at all? Do you still sing when you get a chance to?
Well, I still sing on my own. I produce music for other artists, and the group's still together. Yeah, we got back together a few years ago and toured with Boyz II Men and New Kids.
I know, we were
which was amazing. Best experience ever. I idolized Boyz II Men, so
They didn't know Kendis back then, otherwise we would have been front row for that.
oh yeah,
I know,
definitely.
totally.
I would have loved to see me there. And then last year we did a tour with O-Town and Puffy's girl group Dream and Ryan Cabrera. And that was a fun tour. We're still at it. Maybe
I love that you guys are still doing it, and I also love that you guys weren't this manufactured, cherry-picked group. You guys were a bunch of friends that got together and decided to make some music.
Yeah, I appreciate that you know that. A lot of people don't know that. They assume that because of the genre is sort of similar to and relatable to other groups, that we were manufactured, put together. But nope, we put ourselves together. We made the leap.
Well, and
Left Ohio, came to LA, got discovered, got lucky.
Did you guys come to LA together, or were you already out in LA, right?
I was in another group. I started another group in college, and we quit school, which I don't encourage.
Is that one on 97 Degrees?
See, she's got to keep them coming. No, I left Ohio with those guys, came to LA. We were about to get signed, and then those guys got a little bit nervous. We're from a very small town in Ohio called Maslin, and they got a little bit nervous. And they went back home and quit. And I stayed in LA, and then met a guy that went to school with Nick, and he played me a tape. He was like, "Look, you're trying to find guys. Listen to this guy. Tape is like it looks like this. It has spools, and you put it in." And anyway, but I thought he had an amazing voice, and I said, "Get him on the phone." And then I called him on a phone that was attached to the wall. People, all of a sudden, everybody's logging off. I called him up and I said, "Hey man, you got to come out here." And he came out and brought his brother and his friend Justin out, and we've been together for a long time, 20 years ago now. 20 years this year.
So cool.
20 years. 20 years in a snap. You guys were babies when we came out.
No, I was in high school.
Woohoo! I was in elementary school.
You were a liar.
You were not born yet.
I wasn't born. I was conceived to one of your songs.
That's I love it. We have heard that, believe it or not.
Oh,
Sounds
I'm sure.
crazy. People
I'm
will
sure.
tell us that.
What do you think is the most popular song to foster conception?
Well, I mean, there are
a lot. I mean, there are a lot, and
we've had a few, but the mainstream songs.
Yeah,
I think the most popular consensus-wise around the world is "I Do Cherish You." It's a wedding song,
Yeah.
so.
I was going to go with "Thank God I Found You."
Might be a little awkward.
I was gonna go with "Give Me Just One Night." Una noche.
See, I don't have to teach you moves. She has all of them.
Oh, I don't think that was in the
no.
boy band curriculum.
That's
somehow.
much.
I don't know where
look,
that
That's
came
much
from.
better than anything I.
If we're talking conception, I'm thinking hard to sing. It's
No,
like
oh, wow.
What's your favorite 98 Degree song of all the
My
songs?
favorite 98
Wow.
song of all time.
See how many face burgers picked up on that one.
I'm thinking, she asked a question
Moving on.
really quickly.
Yeah.
Blew over that one. I think my favorite one's Invisible Man. It was the first one we ever had out, and so I was excited to actually hear our first song on the radio.
That's such a good song.
It's a good song. We didn't write the song; some amazing writers wrote it, and we heard it. And some other famous groups passed on that song. So
Really?
we heard it first listen. We were like, that song's a hit. We got to record it. So.
Good for you guys.
So Jeff, let me ask you a quick question because I'm confused by this. So the Men of the Strip, the new thing that you're doing is at Hard Rock Live, but then
Yes.
isn't there like a continuing show at Tropicana or no?
No, so we ended up not going and doing it with the Tropicana.
Okay.
Great folks there.
Yep.
But met some
Back
people
over at Hard Rock.
from the Hard Rock Live,
Okay.
not to be confused. I'll say
With Hard Rock.
with the Hard Rock Casino.
Okay.
Hard Rock Live's right smack dab in the middle of the strip. It's a beautiful
Okay.
venue. It's right across from the T-Mobile Center.
Which
and,
is new.
And it's just an
Yeah.
incredible environment there.
Yeah.
And the stage is suitable for this show, and
Yeah.
the crowd's awesome there. So
Awesome.
that's where we're at. Yeah, we didn't end up doing it with the Trop. We had considered doing it there and had something going with him for a minute,
Hello?
and then we ended up changing our minds. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
can
cool.
you
No,
leave it
I
in
was
the
just
lobby,
trying to
Glad
see
you
if it was
asked.
if
Glad you asked that.
it was
Just leave it in the lobby, thanks.
because I saw the dates.
Yeah.
And then
And then it got postponed, and then we ended up not
Okay.
pulling the trigger on it.
very cool. Jay-Z has a new album.
Yeah, he had a listening party tonight.
Oh, did he?
I guess. Yeah, I
You
missed
invited?
it. I don't think I did get
Mine
invited.
got lost in the mail. I think mine got lost in
It
the
got
mail
lost.
for
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
lost in the email.
No,
One of
the
those-
thing.
one
There's
of
a
those
letter. It
emails
goes
that
in
get-
an envelope.
We'll be talking about it in the skinny, so you'll get to weigh in.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
We'll be talking about it in our entertainment black skinny,
Oh,
so you get
Yeah.
to weigh in
You're
on
doing the skinny
it.
with us today.
Yeah, we'll get to listen to a little bit of it, and
Well, I'm
Just tell us
sure
what you
I'm
think.
a big fan of Jay-Z, so I'm sure I've known him. I met him when he first started at Rockefeller. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
In our Motown days, so we were signed to
Wow.
Motown, and we used to kind of mingle around in those circles.
Dad's got the CD behind you.
There you go. There you go. With Puffy and Russell Simmons and
cool.
Jay-Z and all those guys when we first get started.
The cool. So I've known you obviously, but I was researching and what was the coolest? You were at the Michael Jackson.
That's probably the coolest.
Was that the coolest?
Yeah, you're answering the question. But we've gotten to do a lot of cool things, man.
Yeah.
Really, very lucky. I mean, I could name a whole list of them.
Yeah.
But that's probably my personal favorite.
Yeah.
Performing for Michael Jackson at his tribute special.
That's
I was
amazing.
so nervous.
Were
Shonda
you?
Thomas
crazy.
wants you
Hold on,
to
hold
sing
on. Hold on.
Invisible
Let me
Man.
finish that thought. But I mean, it was.
I get incredibly nervous for everything. We
Yeah.
were talking about before you got in here, but that is probably the most nervous I've ever been. And
What-
we sang Christmas at the White House one time
Yeah.
for Bill Clinton, and that whole
Yeah.
thing. Christina was on the bill, and Jewel, and I was so nervous at that too. It was
What
crazy.
did Michael say to you guys, or did you see Michael?
We did see him. And,
Okay.
we saw him. It was at Madison Square Garden, I think,
Yeah.
is where,
Yeah, it was.
where it was. And they take you in the basement, and he was there, and he was actually pushing Liz Taylor around in a yeah, and he said, and we were standing there like waiting to go in the elevator, and we heard this beep beep coming through, and it was him pushing Liz Taylor. We looked over, and we're like, that's Michael Jackson right there, and then we met him after that, and he was super
That's
cool.
so cool.
I was,
What a moment.
it was I was really lucky to have experienced that. It was
Awesome.
cool.
I love that. Beep beep coming through.
Yeah, he's pushing it through there.
We
Very
have
sweet.
some viewers like chiming in. Somebody wants you to sing a little bit of Invisible Man. Just a sec, pretty please,
All
is
right.
what she says.
I
Put you on the
wish you
spot.
look at me that way. Your beautiful eyes looking deep into mine, telling me more than any words could say. But you don't even know I'm alive.
There you go,
Baby, to you,
Shonda.
all I am is the invisible man. let's go fix it. Pro Tools.
Serenade.
That was beautiful.
So beautiful.
All right, should we leave it at that? I don't think we can top that for the
I don't
main
know.
backstage.
Yeah.
I don't think we can either. Let's go while we're ahead.
All right,
Yeah.
time to get ready for the show. We have way more Jeff Timmons coming up and a little bit of news too.
Yay!
Bye guys.
Bye.